Enough is enough, Mr. President. On Asuu strike, Mr. President came out to say they should return back to the classrooms without discussing with them on what the issues are, without proposing a solution, instead of him to use the holiday to gather the executive and leave his ministers and take edition as the father of the nation. He's telling them enough is enough. These people have worked for their money. What they are asking for is for the good of the Nigerian students and the country. What they are asking for is the development of our educational sector. Why can't they look at what can be done immediately, what can be done in the short term, and what can be done in the long run? Instead of this long jam and silence about everything, they have had several meetings. Yes, government is continuing. They are saying this thing was signed in 2009. And so what? Another government agree with them. Another government is in power today. What can we do? Should be the talk of the day. Not this one that is calling that they should return without any concrete reason. These guys are professors, for God's sake. This is our package of intellectuals in this country that were just wasting away. No wonder the majority of them have chosen to go out of this country or go to private university. And that is why we are losing a lot of talent, especially in the education sector, allowing those young guys to come up now and be taking this guy without any depth of the knowledge they are receiving. We should not be wasting our resources. We have wasted the natural resources, the human resources that we are supposed to tap into. We are not ready to take care of them. And that is where we are today as a nation. We should do the needful. The president set a powerful team to negotiate with the Asuu on matters that have to do with salvaging the university from being privatized and perhaps other issues that affect their welfare. The same president ordered another committee comprising salaries, wages and income commission, budget office of the Federation and Federal Ministry of Finance to discuss, strategize and perhaps submit a report recommending an agreeable wage structure for the university workers. The same president directed Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy via NIDA to come out with an acceptable payment structure consistent with the peculiarities of university workers. Has that been done? The one they came up with, they refused to accept. The one government is insisting they must use, they said it's not working for them. Can they reach an agreement and allow people to look into that and make it work? The same president instructed via Ministry of Labor for the stoppage of salaries of Asuu members for 5 months and non-academic staff for 2 months while the negotiations are taking place. Why we punish them? Why? Why deny them their wages? It's not their fault that they are on strike. It is the government that refused to do the needful. The same president, via his chief of staff, consistently pleaded with the union to exercise patience and give another chance for his government to fulfill the agreement he signed in 2016, 2017, 2019, and a memorandum of action detailing how the agreement will be executed in 2021. When in 2022, nothing has happened. Discussion almost concluded, and it has not reached for his turn to fulfill what is promised, government promised them. The same president now turned back to say enough is enough. That word should be used in addressing the shameful security situation we are now in. It is pitiable for a country whose government claims to have spent over 7 trillion naira on war equipment but cannot rescue its citizens from untrained bandits who ride motorcycles to nation's capital and rescue their members from a so-called maximum security prison while the president watches helplessly. That enough is enough should go to the bastardized economy where a naira equivalent of $600 is 600 naira and above a position the government, which Mr. President should pretend has put us in and made us a laughingstock by the international community. That enough is enough should be addressed to bandits who attacked Mr. President convoy while on transit to Daura while he was busy giving out his eldest daughter for second or third marriage in the villa. That enough is enough should be addressed to the shameful fuel queue we witnessed nationwide and the exorbitant prices of our petrol while we still get huge revenue for the international market resulting from Ukraine and Russia war. Mr. President should say enough is enough to the high corruption on industrial scale that characterize his government officials who are now facing charges by the security agencies. Let him come out and tell us the parties involved in the 170 billion largesse of the suspended Accountant General of the Federation. If this is another tactic to bring the club backward again, it won't work. Let Mr. President come out and tell the whole world that he cannot honor an agreement he signed or his government signed with the unions. That's all. That will settle it. For the avoidance of doubt, almost all our children go to the same public universities. We try to salvage about 90% of the lecturers study for postgraduate program in the same public university we fought to salvage. Mr. President, these are the areas that you should be calling enough is enough for. Not telling the lecturers or Asuu to telling them that enough is enough, that they should resume. Those issues that they have called up approved should be addressed by you. You are said though you are tired. If you are tired, you can hand over to your second in command so that we face the government squarely and make sure solutions are provided. Yes, you have spent 7 years with your age. We agree it is possible you are tired, but don't be tired. You are the head of this government. Hand over to somebody or delegate to somebody that will tell you the truth and I will manage the situation. This situation is not properly managed at all and it needs to be managed. Otherwise, these children will be at home. A idle mind is the devil's workshop. What is your take on this? Make your opinion known. Feel free to comment. Kindly comment. See you the next time. Thank you.